What's up, Vinyl Community? What's up, YouTube? Hello, welcome. Oh, hell yeah. Welcome aboard, cosmonauts. I am your high-flying space cadet host, Cosmic Brian. And this is Cosmic Vinyl, and it is the weekend, so here we be. Welcome aboard, man. Got a fun one for you, man. This has been a great day. I have been down here in my cosmic lair, otherwise known as the cosmic realm, which I posted a couple of pictures on Instagram today. If you want to check that out, go to cosmic_BKC on Instagram. A little shameless plug there for the old cosmic one. Jesus. But yeah, hanging down here all day. We were having a tree cut out of our yard or removed. God, it was a huge tree. So I just hung out down here, listening to tunes, having a few drinks, just hanging out, listen. I love days like that where you can just chill, listen to music, and just relax. God, we need that, man. It's therapeutic for us. So, but yeah, man. So I picked 10 of the albums that I've been listening. Some of them I will listen to yet, but 10 albums, the Cosmic playlist in full effect, y'all. And here's what we're opening up with. Just recently picked up another volume of Back from the Grave here, Volume 6. Another great cover. These covers never disappoint, man. I love these. Some great bands. Some great songs, man. And I'll talk more about this in an upcoming Far Out Finds, of course. But yeah, man. Let's not waste a whole lot of time here. 10 albums is a lot to get through. Let's get a little brewski in us. We'll hoist it up and toss it back. My toast to you, my friends out there in the vinyl community and YouTube. So yeah, man, let's hoist it up and toss it back. You know the deal. Here we go.
Oh, yes, my good friend, of course.
Oh, love it. Okay, let me get these shades off. We'll get my little glasses here on the little holder. Jesus, I love that thing. All right, here we go. Jesus. Thank you, Mr. Friend. Oh, you got a little boogie there. Jesus. All right, so let's get into this, man. Nice stack of wax over here. I usually try and start off with something kind of a little on the lighter side, a little poppier maybe. And then I just kind of make my way towards the more heavy or trippy stuff. And there's quite a nice selection here, by the way. Some of this stuff I haven't pulled for a while. Now this one, I don't know why. I was thinking about it last night while I was laying in bed getting ready to fall asleep. And so I had to listen to it today. And that's one of my favorite 60s beat albums right here. This is The Game of Love by Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders. Nice, handsome lads from over there in Manchester. Released in 1965 on the Fontana label, which, pure coincidence, by the way. Wayne Fontana has nothing to do with the Fontana label. It just happens to have the same name as the label. How did that work out, right? And I don't know why, but I just love this cover. I think it's groovy. That's Wayne right there. He later left the band there, and then you got the Mindbenders who went on to do a couple albums of their own. Had a hit with Groovy Kind of Love. But yeah, very cool. This is famous for the title track, Game of Love. Keep Your Hands Off My Baby. Cops and Robbers. This is just a great English beat rock, freak beat kind of stuff. There's another picture there. But yeah, a great way to start the listening experience for the day off the Cosmic playlist. All right. And I've kind of been digging through my comps and listening to stuff I haven't listened to for a while, especially my garage and Psych comps. Love that stuff. So album 2 that was on the docket is Pebbles Volume 1. Check out that guy's headgear. Jeez. I don't know what's going on there, but I dig it, man. But yeah, this is Volume 1. I think it was originally released in 1978, and then in 1979 it got a broader release on, I believe I wrote this down, Master Charge Records. This is a BFD Australian label. You've got all the bands here. You've got little blurbs about the songs and the bands. Some of these bands, nobody knows who they are. Nobody was able to get a hold of these guys. But there is some cool stuff on here, man. Opens up with The Litter and their track, Action Woman. Gotta have me an action woman. Love it, man. And then The Preachers, who I do have an album by, Who Do You Love? And The Outcasts from, I can't remember. I think there's a couple of different bands called The Outcasts. The Squires are on here. And then you've got The Haunted, who I showed a couple weeks ago with their track 125. Kim Fowley has The Trip on this. Positively 13 O'Clock does their version of Psychotic Reaction. Yeah, I love this, man. I love these Pebbles comps, and fantastic, man. You just cannot go wrong. Did you know that there's over 100 volumes of those Pebbles comps? I think they veered into like international Pebbles stuff, like from Europe and stuff like that. So yeah, but I was astounded to hear that there was over 100 volumes. But yeah, usually chock full of garage rock, Freakbeat, garage psych. But yes, very cool. Now here's a band you don't see me show very often on the channel. But it is a band that I do listen to, but I haven't listened to them for a while. Only one of the greatest bands, if not the greatest bands of all time, some would argue. And I pulled the Beatles Rubber Soul. I just love that cover art, man. I always love the covers where they're like looking up kind of from a point of view of down below the band. And look at they've all got the garage rock haircuts there. But one of my favorite Beatles records right here, released in 1965. I think in the UK it was released on Parlophone. This is the Capitol release here, the US or North American release. But yeah, man, 6 studio album. Pop. It's got elements of pop, soul, folk. All original material on here. This album was highly influential on their peers, and as they continued their invasion of the United States. But yeah, this is great. There's the track list there. Some of my favorite tracks. I love Norwegian Wood, one of my favorite Beatles songs of all time. Michelle, I've Just Seen a Face. Girl. God, this is great. I don't know why I haven't listened to this for so long, but yeah, Beatles Rubber Soul made the cut. I love it. And then next, I decided to dig into my bubblegum rock collection, but I didn't pull something that was like strictly like bubblegum, like one of the true bubblegum rock bands. This is an actual real band who was signed by Buddha Records. And this is the Lemon Pipers, Green Tambourine. Fantastic record, man. This is released in 1968. And I don't know why it says that, but it says, Meet the Lemon Pipers or the Cincinnati Underground Arrives. It's like a movie title. But yeah, half of this album is like bubblegum rock tracks, stuff they didn't write. And half of it is like the original songs that the band wrote, more into bluesy, rock and psychedelic rock. The label, Buddha, they're my favorite label. I hate to badmouth them, but they had a way of signing these bands and saying, hey, you're going to do these songs that are written by the Brill Building writers, which were usually pop songs, bubblegum rock songs. And then for half the album, you'd perform our songs, and for the other half, you get to perform your songs. So, yeah, they kind of had them by the nutsack. So, but yeah, it turns out there's some great tracks on here, though. A couple of really cool psychedelic tracks are Straggling Behind, which is a really good one on side 1. And then on side 2, a song called Through With You that has a dark vibe to it, but very psychedelic. So yeah, I started with the Lemon Pipers, man. I think one of these guys from the Lemon Pipers, I'm not sure which one, I think it was Bill Bartlett, went on to be in that band Ram Jam. Remember that? Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Black Betty out of jail, bam lamb, damn ding. Jesus. But yeah, in fact, I believe Kazinet's Cats produced that Ram Jam album. I should have listened to that today. Lemon Pipers, Green Tambourine. One of the greatest songs of all time. I love that track. Okay, so this next one was inspired by somebody who comments on the channel quite a bit. And that's King Mr. Phone 5604. Always in the comment section, loyal follower of Cosmic Vinyl. And I don't remember, I think it was the last video where we talked about the darkest Psych songs, or I think it was that one that he commented on. And he mentioned this band, Zakary Thaks. And so I pulled this Zakary Thaks album here called Form the Habit. Which is basically another Sunday's Beat Rocket collection of all their stuff that was recorded like in 66 through 69. This is a 2001 issue here by Sunday's Beat Rocket. Just a pile-driving quintet from Corpus Christi, Texas. God, Texas put out some great garage rockers. And this is kind of garage rock and then garage psych. You can tell about towards the end of side 1, you can start seeing them veering more into psychedelic territory. Here, I'll give you the gatefold here. They got a banner up top with the band there. Great interview here with, who was the guy? Chris, I think it's Garanitis, maybe that's how it's pronounced, but who was in the band. Great interview. I love that on the bottom where they put the labels from all the singles. But yeah, there's the track list if you want to dig on it. One of my favorite garage rock albums. I wish I would have showed this in the garage tag, but there was only 6 questions, so... but yeah, this is super great garage rock right here. I don't think there's a booklet in that one. But yeah, definitely check that out. Thank you, King Mr. Phone, of reminding me about that album so I could bust it out and listen to it today on the Cosmic Playlist. All right, let's move on. Number 6. Actually was inspired to pull this one from another channel, Vinyl Richie. He showed this, I think he showed this on his garage rock tag. This is an album by a Peruvian garage punk band known as the Saicos with their album Demolition. Love that. Look at those guys. That looks so damn cool. From Peru, baby. Who knew? There's the track list there. Now, this is a 2010 reissue or a collection of their stuff from, I believe, God, I want to say it was from like the mid 60s. This is a Munster Records release. And again, you've got the labels there of all their singles. In their town in Peru, these guys were like rock stars walking the streets. I don't know if they didn't know it or if they did and they just didn't care. In fact, they didn't even care if they were famous or not, man. And I think that's where they kind of fell short as far as making the bigs, you know, the big times. But there are so many bands that consider this band to be one of the first punk rock bands of all time. I'd seen a documentary, I think it was on YouTube, about this band, and I seen people like from Sonic Youth, I think even some of the other Seattle bands, other punk bands that mention the Saicos being a huge influence on them. And now this does have a booklet, which I will share with you. It's in Spanish and English, and this just kind of has a documents. There's a little, like, what they look like more modern. But yeah, man, a little story and picture documentation of their career. Talks about all the songs on here and all the different phases of their time as a band. Yeah, this is fantastic, man. Actually, the first person I seen show that was Ryan Kidd. He used to do this segment called non-punk albums that punk rockers would like. And he always showed like 5 albums, and that was one. And then I found it like the next day at the record store. Thank you, rock and roll Jesus. Now we're going to move into a little early 70s hard and heavy stuff. Absolutely love this album. Again, this one was inspired me to listen to by our friend Big Burly Bro on Instagram, but Eric Weinbender, to you in the vinyl community here on YouTube, he posted this bad boy on Instagram, Orangutan. Is it orangutan? Orangutan? But he talked about the kaiju cover, man. I love anything with a giant monster on the cover, even though it does look a little hokey, but it's still so cool. And then the big banana peel left over on this after destroying the city. There's the track list. This, I had forgotten how good this is, man. This has dual guitar leads, man, and they just rip and roar throughout. It's fantastic. It's like British post-psych, hard and heavy blazer here. Powerful vocals by, what's his name? Terry Nobby Clark, who was an ex-member of Jason Crest. But yeah, this is similar to the stuff you'd be like Leaf Hound, and the vocals kind of even sound a little bit like the guy from Budgie, and bands like Bang and Hard Stuff. Atomic Rooster comes to mind. But yeah, hard and heavy rock and roll. Did not disappoint. So glad I pulled this to listen to. Killer! Now this one I had not listened to for forever, But I gotta tell you, man, I was completely blown away. This is a fantastic record. This is Human Expression, Love at Psychedelic Velocity. There's a cool cat leaning against his car there with his classic automobile with his doggy. And then there's a picture of the band on the back there. This is kind of strange. It was recorded in 1966 through 1967, but I don't think it had an official release until I want to say it was 1994, and it was at that time it was released on CD. So this is kind of a newer release within the last few years. You got the call numbers and the actual record company that released it. There's the track list. The track list is made up of demos, singles, unreleased material, B-sides. Great stuff, man. All from this LA band. God, they look cool as shit. Look at that. There's a song on here that was written by Mars Bonfire from Steppenwolf. If I can just figure out which one it was. Sweet Child of Nothingness. He also offered them another song. This was before he made it famous with Steppenwolf. He also offered them another song. Guess what the title was? Born to be Wild. They rejected it. Jesus. Probably all the better for us, though, man. It ended up being a great Steppenwolf track. But yeah, every song on here, I love every single track, man. It's friggin' awesome. Love this. And last album, another one I bought at a record show clear back when I lived in Iowa. And I hadn't listened to this for a long time either. And that's Saint Stephen. Look at that cover with the friggin' Leviathan there, the Kraken, sea monster. Super cool. This is great. I gotta give you the inner sleeve or the gatefold too. Look at that. You get a little better picture of the monster wreaking havoc. But yeah, man, this is super cool. It's actually split. It was supposed to be like a concept album. One side is called Over the Hills. The other side is called The Bastich. And this is just a lost acid rock gem. When I say lost, I mean literally they could not find the master tapes. Eventually they were unearthed in some archive over in England. And thus we get this reissue here. Originally came out on Probe Records, 1969. The brainchild behind this is a fella named Stephen Cataldo. He was in a band with the guy, his first name is Bruce from Ultimate Spinach. He was in a pre-Ultimate Spinach band called The Underground, I wrote it down, The Underground Cinema. Some sources say he was part of Ultimate Spinach. I don't know, but great stuff. Kind of Boss Town sound. Of course, it was recorded with the backdrop of the Vietnam War and social and when the country was in social and political upheaval. Kind of sounds familiar, right, people? Jesus. But yeah, it contains audio inserts of like news clips and stuff like that. It's very cool. Look at that back cover. There's the track list. But yeah, super great, man. Side 2 of this is the darker, heavier, more experimental side. Very cool album. Definitely worth checking out. I've got for you today, man. I'm gonna get back to chilling in my chair over there, drinking, smoking, hanging out, man. It's gonna be a great night. Thank you all for tuning in, man. If you like what you see here, subscribe, hit the like button, hit that bell thing so you know that we have video out. Love you guys, man. Stay cool, stay cosmic. We'll catch you on the next one.